Welcome to the Blue Cafe. We offer stories of infidelity, betrayal, and redemption. Please like and subscribe. Cheers. Now, on to today's story. Will cheating ex-fiancé ever get karma? Rant. My ex-fiancé, W42, with whom I have 2 kids with, M32, cheated on me after we were in a 12-year relationship. She seems quite happy now with the new guy. She moved out December and obviously has been with him since. Why does it feel like I am the loser in this situation? I am constantly crying, getting to wake up in the middle of the night thinking about her, have this urge to make contact with her, and yet for her it seems like it was so easy to let me go. I was not the perfect guy and had my things, but I never abused her, physically or verbally, and I never cheated on her even though there was ample opportunity to hook up with girls my age. Now it feels like it's too late for me at 32 and having kids. I will not find someone that I would want to settle with and would most likely be forced to settle with someone just for the sake of it. Will things be okay? Will her relationship work out? Do I tell my kids why we not together, as they are also now around the new guy? They are both still so young, 11 and 4. I'd tell the whole community, workplaces, family, neighbors, etc., but that's just me. These affairs almost always start up months before you hear the BS. I think we need to separate so that I can sort out my feelings. It almost never lasts, because they are both cheaters and will never trust each other, and they both have serious flaws or wouldn't be in this predicament in the first place. She didn't win any prize. Now, get to work on you, eat healthy, exercise and start doing activities/new hobbies out of town once COVID-19 is over, or move if you can so that you rarely see them. Never respond to her except for children. Get off of Facebook. Statistically it's harder for women, and it wasn't too late for her at 42 with kids, so why would you think it's too late for you at 32 with kids? What I wouldn't have given to be left at 32 instead of 42. Sigh. Second, she seems happy because she is still in the early stages where the dopamine is flooding her brain and making her behave somewhat like a drug addict. Wait a year to 18 months when she actually starts to see clearly. That's when you probably won't see it, but the guilt will weigh so heavy on her that she will feel like a worthless piece of shit. So it was a college buddy that she introduced to me a couple of years back, was in his company many times as well, and always had this gut feeling something was amiss. I asked her numerous times to cut contact, which she refused to do. Apparently his spouse is deceased now. She didn't even tell me that until we broke up, but based on the behavior over the last few years I can put my head on a block they were doing this under her nose as well. So yeah, here we are. I have tried reconciling, probably not to deal with the pain, and she chose him over me, so I am starting to move on. Cannot help but feel sad for my kids. They all I know and have no clue what is going on. I am relieved it has ended. There were many nights I would babysit the kids while she was out until early hours of the morning doing lady nights. A guy who would cheat on his wife and then continue to stay with the same person he cheated with after his wife died is a piece of trash with no soul. This guy probably doesn't even have the ability to love. Man. I have tried telling her this, she doesn't want to hear anything. Not just him. What type of woman ends up sleeping in the same house that belonged to another lady? She didn't even tell me the wife died until recently, and I cannot remember her attending a funeral recently, which makes me assume she probably wasn't welcomed, and for good reason. Man, she 42, she too old for you. Time for a hot girl in her 20. I thought about this man, I really did. And for whatever reason I can't even imagine it. Maybe it's the whole low self-esteem I've been suffering from forever and that is now at zero considering a 42-year-old cheated on me, lol. Cheating fiancé and AP want to get married. Update. So it's lockdown level 4 by us, and this weekend it's Mother's Day celebration. Needless to say, I got a call from my daughter yesterday saying they coming to sleep over by me, no prior arrangements being made by ex, and clearly an attempt to leave the kids with me so she can be with her A.P. I took the high road and told my daughter she can come over anytime even though it's lockdown. So when she gets here, drops the kids, I didn't go out, and my daughter starts telling me how they cuddle on her bed, and how she asked my daughter if she can marry the AP. Is he even an AP at this point in time? What is wrong with this lady? D-Day was almost 5 months ago, could they still be in the fog? Does it last that long? Not that I care, I actually took the news just fine and was even able to tell my daughter what they did to me without choking up. I just don't get how she could think asking that was okay, considering it has been a few months and on my side I have not even thought of dating again. NC does work. I had been with her for 12 years and all the memories are starting to fade. I won't say I am 100%, but I will get there. Also, as in my case, when you do go NC, be prepared for the fact that she will not come running back to you. Do not worry, as the chances are high that she made that decision long before you started giving kibbles and doing the pick-me dance. If you haven't already, I'd be setting up a custody arrangement through the courts. I'd also make note that she drops her own kids off on Mother's Day weekend. But it's up to you. Just be prepared. She may want to start playing intact family again and try cutting you out. Whenever I tell people to go North Carolina, I try to mention the two possibilities: 1. They come running back, eventually, or 2. They don't. Most of the time, BS are better off without the WS. Please elaborate. How do I do this? I was thinking I'd take all the tracker reports from last year while she was busy having the affair, then today's incident, dropping them off during the COVID lockdown, and I noticed my son has some bruise on his forehead and on his back. He apparently fell. Should I take pics and then see a family attorney? Sorry to hear about what you're going through. I can relate. I keep telling myself if I looked past the beautiful face and took a deeper look at her and her family, I would have seen a broken home was all I was going to get down the line. I am pretty sure if you do this same introspection, you would see the red flags in your ex. I don't get how everything is just normal for them, like they didn't commit something heinous. I understand the line of thinking if she was like her family. But some of us go the opposite direction of our family. I was born to a pair of 17-year-olds who were forced to quickly marry, then just as quickly divorced when I was born. My father was a serial cheater. My mother was an exotic dancer who went through 3 husbands and 7 engagements. Every one of those relationships was dysfunctional. She is a narcissist, and that brings a ridiculous amount of turmoil into a child's life. Because of this family and upbringing, I am fiercely loyal to people I love and also very tolerant of mistakes people make. I always to be understanding when people choose to do incomprehensibly stupid things. Don't judge people by their family, judge them by their character. Strong people can take a bad family and strengthen themselves. I am glad to hear that you have made a positive change and survived against all the odds stacked up against you. Well done. The thing is, she is in a way still like her family. Yes, she has a good job, but he seemed to keep a man down. I was fiance number 3, and now she on to number 4, 7 pregnancies, 3 abortions and 1 miscarriage, all while never being married. I was blinded to what she really was. I do not know, but like you, I am loyal to a fault with people I love and also very tolerant. Heck, if I didn't go NC, I would have probably tried to Dealing with the trust issues advice. Hey guys, so this is an update / need advice type of post. Been 8 months since D-Day, still single, thank you COVID-19, and see my kids on the odd weekend when my ex feels like sending them. I want to say that it does get better. I have not spoken to her in 4 months and I rely on my sis to communicate anything regarding the kids. I have met about 2 or 3 ladies that seem to like me, but I seem to have some trust issues when it comes to them. Is this normal? If their phones are off, I reckon it's because they need to avoid me and give attention to another guy. If they apologize for being delayed in their responses, I scrutinize the whole conversation looking for inconsistencies. I always end up thinking what happened to me and then getting mad at them, thinking they are doing the same thing my ex did, and then I sort of just retreat into my shell and have my shield up for a few days. It's annoying because it's like we take 5 steps forward and 10 back when I do this. Am I even making sense? Anyone else deal with these sort of feelings? Is this my gut telling me something is off, or am I just paranoid? Too soon to be dating buddy. I'm 8 months out with a low as well, and there's no way I'm ready to date. I mean, yeah, I want that companionship and all that jazz, but these things take time. You shouldn't rush to get over this. The mere fact that your thought immediately goes to distrust proves you're not healed enough. Apology email received from ex. What would you guys do? Respond or delete and not respond advice.
Good day. I am writing this email to apologize for everything I have done to you. I am sorry for being unfaithful to you as my child's father and for the hurt and pain I have caused. I hope you can forgive me and we can move on from here and do what is in the best interest of the kids. Also, I will come drop the kids by you, but you will need to come starting dropping them at home as well. Kind regards.
Wow, I felt zero emotion from your ex when reading that message. It sounded more like a business email than an apology email. Ignore. I've seen better apologies after getting a bad meal at a restaurant. And those usually came with a gift card to try to convince me to come back. That reads like my lawyer said things would go better if I had proof I apologized. Except she also admitted infidelity in the mail, so if the lawyer did suggest it, then she just effed hash and euro d up royally, lol. If infidelity was already the basis for the divorce, that's just water under the bridge. This smells like she's angling for something. Wow, I bet that email made her feel better. It totally absolved her of the betrayal, rolling eyes face. If you are not ready to forgive, ignore the apology. Focus on the kids. Decide on a method of communication and stick to it. Others can recommend applications that are good. Grey rock her on everything else. Only communicate about the kids and the business of separation. That is not even close to an apology. To be honest, that sounds like she stepped on someone's shoe and apologized for it. Just ignore the whole part and only write back that you are looking forward to seeing the kids. Nothing else. Stay strong. Just an update since D-Day update. Hey guys, all the best for 2021, thought I should just give an update about where I have been since D-Day. X and AP bought a house together, sold his old house apparently, and moved much closer to where I am situated. Have not had the misfortune of bumping into them thus far, but I still struggle to go drop the kids at her place and not feel some type of way. If you guys recall, she sent me a crap apology which I totally ignored when I responded and just stuck to replying about the co-parenting stuff. She has not emailed me since. It was also confirmed that she was having this affair whilst the other betrayed spouse was on her dying bed. How about that, huh? All in all, it seems as if they are happy, which does not really bother me, as I pray they work out so that my kids are not subjected to more instability from their mom. Could it really be that they are the couple that makes it against all odds? Not sure if I can say it's karma, but she also tested positive for COVID. But enough about her, on to me. I am in much better space these days. Well, 95% of the time. Have been on 2 holidays in the last 2 months with some friends I reconnected with after many years being no contact. Also met a ton of new ladies that seem to think I am attractive. During the whole drama I felt like I was not good enough for anyone and would probably die alone. Yet I am also not rushing into anything and seem to not have the whole codependent issues of yesteryear. And I genuinely am not fazed that they seem happy and might work out. Whatever happens to them is not my business, and I have a whole life to live and make the most of it. So yes, my people, things do get better. You will have your weak moments as well, but they are far in between. chin up and go live your life. There are so much quality PP out there, and it would be a shame if you miss out on it sulking over some people who shouldn't matter. How is this for karma? Feeling quite sorry for the app and ex. Update. I have just heard the AP passed away from COVID-related complications. A few months back I would have gloated, but now? I feel nothing but empathy for his kids and my ex. What do you guys reckon? Should I send her a text to sympathize, or do I still maintain no contact? That being said, I still have no desire to get back with her. I hope this sudden turn of events does not cause her to turn her attention back to me. I am so keen to hear what is going to happen with the new place they got. They were not married yet. What is going to happen to his kids? God works in mysterious ways. Stay North Carolina. The fact that you can sympathize with the situation despite what they did shows you're in a better place. Leave it alone. You can empathize from a distance. Empathize from a distance. This is literally the only comment you need to pay attention to. Feeling sorry for someone and the situation they find themselves in just means that you are human and have feelings and empathy. But that is it as far as you are concerned. You are looking for some sort of karmic justice, but it doesn't exist. It's just life, and this is the way it has turned out for her. A quasi-stepmother to some kids that aren't hers and with a dead partner. And no matter what you think, and not to be rude, it's really none of your concern beyond possible gossip value. Like any good wreck, unless you are willing to step in and be an active participant, and take an active part in it all over again, something you seem loath to do, you are just a bystander. I'd recommend staying a bystander and keep moving on with your life. Thanks for taking the time to reply. I'll never be a participant in her circus any longer. I was just wondering about my kids and this awful situation, and he has young kids as well. It's just dreadful that they lost both parents in the space of 2 years. Remember, I could hate him, but to them he was probably a superhero, the best dad ever. But you are correct, it isn't he my concern, and I should just worry about the well-being of my kids. Update on my life since being a victim of infidelity post-separation. Hey guys, so I have been off for a while. Living life, making new memories. Let me tell you, there is light at the end of the tunnel. My situation feels like it didn't even happen. Reading my old posts, was I that hurt over a loser? I cannot believe it, lol. Since it happened, I have had quite a few ladies showing attention, something I thought was near impossible, young and mature alike. I have however not started dating and will probably not date anytime soon. Life is amazing when you put yourself first. I started an amazing job that offers the opportunity of moving abroad in the future. And I have a place and a brand new car. I have to mention the car as she ended up leaving with the new car and left me with a beat-down 15-year-old car when she left, lol. Oh, how about this? One of her daughter's ex-besties ran into me the other day, took my digits, and we have been speaking. We are about to go on a date. She is 24. How fast life doesn't come at you, huh? So to anyone struggling out there with a cheating partner, you will heal, life will get better, if you will allow it. The choice is yours, wallow in pity or decide to thrive and give them the biggest F you ever by coming out the other side new. You can view my old posts to get out. I have read them again. Man, was I in a dark space. To all the peeps who cared to respond and send me direct messages checking up on me, thank you. I did this post to also in a way give you guys closure, make it known that I came out on the other side fine. You love some serious age gaps in your relationships, don't you? Are you seeing your kids consistently? Yes, I do. Every weekend the mom has asked me to help her to school runs in the afternoon. So luckily I'm still working full-time from home, so I can assist with that no problem and get to see them more often. The thing is, I am not going out looking for younger women. It's sort of just happening. I think my ex was a once-off though, first and last time I would date an older woman. We hope you have enjoyed today's episode. Please comment, like and subscribe. Cheers. Have a wonderful day or night, wherever you are.